Hello and welcome to the Robo Samurai channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Studio Series Gamer Edition Optimus Prime. This is, Studio Series. And I've got the figure, I've got the box, and I actually have the game. So let's take a look here at the game. Look at it. Well, we'll just look at it. Yes, this is the PlayStation 3 version. I think it came out on Xbox 360 as well. I wouldn't know. I didn't care. I do have an Xbox 360 as well, but I didn't have that for this version, so I tried to get him into the same pose as this. So is he in the same pose? So here's the thing. This doesn't appear to match at least on this picture here, but it kind of matches sometimes on the game. But we can see the shoulder here, we can see the shoulder here, and we can kind of see some of the same. Let's give him a turn. Let's give him a little bit of a turn. Okay, maybe. So there's some things here that are a little different. Anyway, just to show you, this is the game that this figure and some of the other figures are based off of. So yeah, hey, fun stuff. But we're not reviewing the game. We're reviewing this thing. But let's look at the box first, shall we? Let's push him back as carefully as we can. And the box, it's the Transformers War for Cybertron Generations Studio Series Gamer Edition Optimus Prime in plastic-free packaging. You can kind of see it. This picture here is, well, if you look at that, it looks a little different on the shoulders, but that's okay. This is how he looks in the game. And then you can see some of that artwork on the side. Yes, he's Voyager class. We got it. And look, there's the D-pad. Alright, cool. And then this piece here. Kaon Prison Break. Cool. And let's see here. Does it tell us something? Big screen inspired scale detail and backdrop. All sorts of cool things. Done in 22 steps. All that other neat jazz and a backdrop. Let's go look at that backdrop. I think I did this. There you go. Open these from the bottom all the time. Alright, so the backdrop looks like this. Yeah, that's pretty nice looking, isn't it? I mean, yeah, so there you go. Whoa. And so you can set him up here, and it looks like he's in the game. Fantastic. It's nice. I always like these things, so... so there we go. We got that. And let's take a quick look at this guy. So we'll straighten him out, and he's got his axe. And if you're wondering, hey, does he only have the arm gun? No. He's got the rest of his arm, and this is where the instructions tell you to store it. They still store it on his butt. Yeah, whatever. So you can see, though, it just comes right off. That's the one accessory, at least, that we're going to talk about a little bit. And you can peg that, and you can just see it's got a peg right here. You peg it in a hole, and he's whole. All right, so, and then going ahead and take this, and this really, the axe itself, you can do all sorts of neat configurations with it, but this is, just kind of going through each side. Here we go, without making him fall. Come on, Prime. All right, so yeah, it kind of looks like this. And then if you want, it's kind of like, I think, we never got the axe with the original version of this figure, the old generations version. But yeah, this is cool that we can do this. So, and he can hold it like this, or he can hold it like this, whatever, But these are two separate pieces that plug into each other, and you can kind of keep those there. And then he comes with, of course, that gun I was talking to you about. Yeah, so it looks pretty good. So, and I think when you mount it like this, it kind of looks more like the game, but I think it's close to the game. But let's take a look at this. Not painted or anything like that, guys. It's just, cast in this gunmetal-ish, grayish plastic. So, but it's still very cool. Let's take a look at the figure. The figure is very nice, actually. So, it's got the Autobot symbols there, painted on. We've got, here's his head, and you can see it's got blue eyes and blue head, silver paint. Great. Silver paint here. What would have been interesting is if they would have picked out this detail, like in the, I don't know, maybe the same color as the rest of these glowy bits. That would have been neat, like if they matched all that. But it just kind of looks like they just painted this straight over with, and they didn't like get that panel lining in there. But it would have been neat to see that. And yeah, so we got his feet, his legs, all that. He looks really cool. Let's see, how's the back look? Oh yeah, hey, there's the car. You got all these little guys here. And then this here, this kind of just hangs out back here, and yeah, that's all you get. There's not much else you can see here. So, yeah, but it's a nice figure. Let's talk a little bit about the, the articulation. So first, hey, he's got a waist swivel. He can turn almost all the way around. Actually, he can turn all the way around if you move that out of the way. And then, wait. Oh, there's a matrix chamber too. This thing comes out, but what's an Optimus Prime without a matrix, right? So you get a little matrix. It's got that. There you go. If that is worth something to you, then there you go. But I do like the detail on the inside. That figure, that all that looks nice. So we'll not talk about the matrix chamber anymore. So his head is on a ball peg, so it allows him to look left, right, up, down. Turn all the way around, whatever works. So, yeah, that looks really good. He's got his elbows, like shoulders. Let's talk about it. These are shoulders. These shoulders go about like that. Yeah, you can do that. You can go all the way. You just got to kind of push it a little bit past that there. And then you can go all the way around and all the way back. And you've got the elbow here. And then you've got a bicep swivel, and there's another one of those peg things. But yeah, and then on this side, and if you're wondering, this is the only arm that comes off. And there is, like I said, if you want to put his gun on, and have him run and gun like in the game, you can do that, which is nice. That's cool, and he can do that. But of course, you can also you can take this and you can store it someplace else, or you can do what the instructions say and take that little peg and plug it into his butt, okay? That's it. So, but no, I like this. I'll probably not have the arm on while I'm displaying him. It will be with the weapon, to be honest with you, because I like that. It's very cool. There's a lot of nice detail on these arms, too. You can kind of see them. Very cool. Same thing with the abs, all that. And yeah, these here. And then you've got all that there. He does have a little bit of toe tilt. No, actually, ankle rocker, toe tilt. Yeah, I guess so. The whole foot tilts, really. So, tilt, tilt, tilt. So, there you go. Let's talk about this. You can kind of do the splits here. You can kind of do the splits here. Almost. There's some things that kind of get in the way, so he can almost do them. And that's kind of what he looks like doing those. His knee bend is fantastic. It goes to 90 degrees on both sides. So nothing else hindering that there. So, and then you have, you've got, rotation here. You can see the mushroom peg on the inside. So that looks pretty good. All right. So that's cool. But you're saying, what did the original look like? Now, I happen to have one of the other versions of it, so here it is, guys. And this one, I forget which one this one was. It came with an Orion Pax that was a recolor of... it was a recolor of, like a cup figure, I believe. The Headmaster cup figure, so... Yeah, but here we go, and you can kind of see some of the differences right off the top. And you see how they did... Now, of course, he didn't have the blue lines here in the game, or any of these here. But, see, I think that these would look better on this if it was, like, picked out or painted. You can see the elbows, and, of course, I showed you the box art, so... These, the elbows, the shoulders. I said elbows twice. Okay, so, yeah, the shoulders... These look more accurate to the game, so yeah, there's that. But you can kind of see that there's, that the legs kind of look the same. They are not the same. This is not a recolor, so that's something that I just want to emphasize. Yeah, and there is one other thing, you know, if you pull this down, you can see back here, there's an Autobot symbol. You know, and you can see that in the game, but it's not on this one. A little sadness, but that's okay. At least we kind of understand it. And I would say that this, you know, you can see how this chest kind of sticks out more. Very interesting. So, and no matrix. Oh, right. No matrix at all. That's okay, though. Without that, I think that it would be time to... Oh, we could do one more. We could do one more. Here's one more comparison. There. Earthrise Optimus Prime. And it's a little taller than him. So, yeah. Cool. Very cool looking indeed. So, let's go on ahead and transform this guy. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is do this. And then we're going to pull these out. And then we're going to take and flip him around. And we're going to pull this down like this. And I believe we want to rotate this like so. And then afterwards we're going to rotate these. We're going to rotate these backwards. I think we're going to rotate them this way. Like this. So we got this and this. Okay. So we're going to have this kind of like so. Alright, the next step, we're going to turn the page. I'm actually looking at the instructions. I have transformed them before, but I always like having these around for a little bit of reference, plus following along sometimes, as I like to do. Alright, so we're going to take this, and we're going to turn it up like so. His chest, so it does like that. See there? That's cool. Alright. And then we're going to push the head back a bit. Just like that. Just enough. Yeah, so he's looking up. And then we're going to take this and pull it forward. And you see how that worked? So, yeah, we're going to pull that forward just like that. Now, we're going to close these legs together. You see these pegs right here? You see the pegs? Just kind of snap them all together. There's pegs and slots. Peg, peg, slot, slot. Tighten that together, because that's what the instructions tell us to do. Alright, so next we're going to rotate now the waist all the way 180, just like that. And then we're going to take the... we're going to open up... Let's see here. If we take this, we open these up halfway. And this is kind of important for the next step of transformation. But we're going to leave them there. And then we're going to turn these upwards. So for like this, we're going to turn these up, hold this in place. And then we want these to be this way. All right, we want them to be like this, I think. Let's see here. Is it like this? Nah. Yeah. Hey, let's put that arm back. So, double checking. Okay, yeah. So we want those to be this way. I see. Now we want them like this. So, I want to bring these around. So we got that, and then we want to turn these here. I'm gonna plug these in. Do you see how these tab in right here? That's where I'm going with this. So. And these are kind of on rails, if you didn't know. And they tab in up here as well. So, there's that. So, I'm going to take this. We want the arms to be in the back. Okay, so they should basically... You should have these Autobot symbols facing up. Okay, so Autobot symbols facing up like this. Okay, and then... And I'm going to lift this up because what they want us to do now is move these back like this. And then these two arms are going to tab. Well, it's going to tab right there. See it? So we'll tab it in there. Boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. And there is a peg there, but there's nothing to peg it in. So there's a peg there? There's a peg right there. No, we just need this piece there. So we want it like that. Okay? And now... Holding on to everything else we have, we're going to take this, lift this up. Remember I said we were going to hold these like this? Yep. So, Now, I want to take and pull these forward. And we're going to flip out the wheels. Flip out the wheels. Just like that. And then we're going to pull this over. Thusly, I hope I'm doing this right. Okay, I'm going to push these in. Pull this up. Remember we tabbed that together earlier? And then push these feet like that. So what we're doing is we're kind of making the back. Close that down, close that down. Now, we're going to put this over here. And there's two, it's hard to see here. There's a little slot right there, and my finger's kind of pointing at it. And you're going to peg that. The arms actually have 2 tabs, so we're going to plug those into there. So, make sure we get that. You can kind of see it here. If it's light enough. 1 and 2. Alright, so 1 here, 1 there. And sometimes this, if you just squeeze all this together, that should work. Then take this and bend this down. Pull this up and then fold this panel into here. Like that. Do the same thing over here. Like that. And then, oops, I missed it. Do you see these tabs? Okay, so go back. Push this down on top of that. And then do that. Tab all that in. Tab that into there. And that into there. That's proper. Okay. All right. And then that's pretty much it. Boom, there he is. Optimus Prime Gamer Edition from War for Cybertron. Not the TV show, the video game. In his robot mode. And yeah, he looks pretty good. You get it all nice and pushed together there. Yeah, it looks really nice. So that is a nice little figure. And yes, there are plenty of options for him. You can mount the weapon on top. You can mount both of the weapons on top. You can take this, and there are 2, let's see here, where is it? Is it this one here? Okay, so you can plug this in, actually. There's 2 slots right here, and then you can take these and plug that into there. And then you can take this axe, and you can plug this, I believe, right into there. So yeah, he's got that going on for him. And there you go. So he rolls pretty nice. He looks pretty nice. And you can kind of see some of the details of this thing up close. And I can tell you that the other Optimus Prime, which I'm not going to transform, does have a very similar profile. So, and it might be a few extra complicated steps. So this one might have it beat in terms of like making it look better. The only part that I would complain about maybe is this part, where his fists are just hanging out the back of the caboose or whatever. But anyway, yeah, that's it. So that is the Gamer Edition Optimus Prime from War for Cybertron. Yeah, so what do I think of it? I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a little bit more accurate in terms of the game. I think that it's definitely worth picking up if you can find it. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys later.